A bag of 9 red marbles has 6 white marbles. Oh, excuse me. Let me start that. Let me start over. A bag contains 9 red marbles, 6 white marbles, and 9 blue marbles. You draw 3 marbles out at random without replacement. What is the probability that all the marbles are red? What is the probability that exactly 2 of the marbles are red? And what is the probability that none of the marbles are red? Okay, so our marbles here, we have red, 9 of them, white, 6 of them, and blue, 9 of them. So our total number of marbles is the sum of those. Okay, so we get 24. We're going to draw 3, draw 3 without replacement. All right, so I have 3 places or 3 spots to fill, okay, with my marbles. Now, the first part says, what is the probability that all the marbles are red? So red, red, red. What is the probability? Well, that would mean in 3 multiple trials, I can use the multiplication rule to get red and then red and then red when selecting without replacement. So the probabilities for each of these are the number of red divided by the total. Then I've taken out 1 red, so I have 8 instead of 9, and I have 1 less marble in the total bag, so 8 out of 23, and then 7 out of 22. So to get my final answer for the first part, I'm going to multiply 9 times 8 times 7 and divide that by 24 times 23 times 22. So that would be my answer for, I guess you could call it part A. Let's go ahead and try it. Bingo. All right, let's do the next part. The next part says, what is the probability that exactly 2 of the marbles are red? Okay, so this was, let's move it down a bit. This was the probability that all 3 are red. Okay, we did that. So let's go on and do the probability that exactly 2 are red. Exactly 2 red. Okay. All right, so my 3 marbles, I could do, if I have 2 red, that means I have 1 that's not red. So let's let n be not red. So the not red could be the first marble, and then red, red. I could also have the first one be red. Basically, you think about the not red one, where are the different places it could be? So it could be in the middle, it could also be at the end. All right, so that means I have 3 different ways of doing this. But for each of these, the probability is going to be the probability of not red. So how many not red do I have? Well, we have 9 red out of 24. So the not red would be equal to 24 minus 9. Okay, so 15 not red. So I have 15 not red out of 24. Then, what was it, 9 reds out of 23, since I've taken 1 marble out. And now 8 red out of 22. So to get my answer, I'm going to multiply 15 times 9 times 8 divided by 24 times 23 times 22 to get this answer. But I'm not done, because remember, this probability applies to all 3 of these cases. So I could do, this one is favorable if I got the not red one first, or it would be favorable if the second one I drew was not red, or favorable if the last one I drew was not red. So we need to multiply this times 3. In other words, add it, because it's the probability of not red plus or the probability of red not red, or the probability of red not red. And so with the or word, that is an addition problem. So if I added this value plus itself 3 times, that is the same thing as if I just multiplied it times 3. Okay, so this should be my answer here. Let's see, doesn't want to let me paste here. So we'll type it in 0.266798. How do I submit? It's not letting me enter it, so we'll just take a look and see. Yeah, 0.266798, yada, yada, yada. Okay. All right, now what about the last part? What is the probability that none of the marbles are red? In other words, they're all not red. Okay, so there's only one case in which they could all not be red. So I don't have to multiply it times anything, but I just need to figure out what's the probability that the first one would be not red. Remember, there were 15 not red out of 24. And then, so I'm going to do it just as a multiplication here. 15 divided by 24 times 14 divided by 23 times 13 divided by 22. Okay, so that should give me my answer there. Let's go ahead and try it out. It doesn't want to let me enter it. I don't know what I did. I must have, this little calculator seems to be giving me a problem, and maybe I should disable that. All right, so yes, there we go. There's your answer. And so that is how you do it. Hope that helps. Please come see me during my office hours if you need to discuss further.